Welcome to the training arc episode. I mentioned at the end of the last one that I needed to do a lot of stat training to continue working on getting items and preparing for bandos. So the first thing I want to do is hit 60 strength so that we can go start farming up some EQ keys to make money. In addition to doing that, I'm going to move out of the Ammonite crabs pretty soon here once I'm done editing the previous episode and go to Chaos Druids. That's going to be our main source of Renars, which is prayer potions, since getting them for Master Farmer would be much more consistent, but since we're doing a rush, it's just really out of the way, so we might as well just get them while we're training. If you guys are enjoying this series, then definitely make sure to leave a like and a comment as well. It really does help push me into the YouTube algorithm more, which is really helpful. And hey, if you're not subscribed, you might as well do that too. You guys are probably going to see this plugin on my screen here. It's called Kitten Tracker. I know that sounds really cringe, but this will help make sure that I don't forget to feed or pet my cat. Just now realizing, while I am banking these herbs, that I didn't make a clip of this, but I actually hit 60 strength, which is huge because it means I now have access to the Wilderness God Wars dungeon, which is how we plan on making some money because I can get EQ keys, and even without access to high alch, they still low alch for about 40,000 gold. So that should be something that I'll be able to do. Just to give you guys a little bit of perspective, I'm not sure if we're going to stay doing this method right now because this is the first full-grown cat of the video. Like, I just turned in a cat like probably 30 seconds ago in the video. So this training method is a lot slower than just AFKing on Ammonite crabs because, as you see, my stats haven't even gone up that much. Give me those 200 death runes, please. Thank you very much. I kind of briefly mentioned earlier that we would be trying to do Wieldy God Wars to get EQ keys to make our money. So I'm over here very slowly chasing down this Monk of Zamorak that I can't seem to catch, because the two items that we're going to be able to get easily are Monk Robes and Zamorak Monk Robes, which will cover the Saradomin and Zami protection that we need. I realized a huge benefit to us training on Chaos Druids is Law Runes. I have 100 Law Runes right now. Granted, I have pretty much 0 coins and don't even really have the magic level to teleport anywhere but Varrock, but that'll change eventually, and 100 Law Runes is a lot. Well, that's Horror from the Deep completed. 2 quest points, a good amount of XP, and a couple skills, actually, which might get me some levels. 39 ranged and 31 magic. Hey, teleport to Lumbridge. That's actually kind of useful for when my home port's down. Now, the big question is, can I turn this rusty casket in for the Book of War? I'm not sure if it'll let me. Oh, no, okay. It just lets you switch between one of the 3 main gods. So you have to pick one of the 3 main gods for the first one. So that's kind of unfortunate, but I can then go to rewards here and just buy the Bandos book for 5,000 coins. And this is a Bandos item, even if it doesn't have pages in it. It's actually a little bit unfortunate. I thought you just had to drop trade these damaged books. Apparently you can actually just only have one of the damaged book if it has no pages in it. So if I die, I have to minigame teleport all the way back up here. Get another one. Well, now that I have access to the Wilderness God Wars dungeon with 60 strength, the only god protection I'm missing is Arma. I think I could technically get it if I did Temple of Ikov, but I don't think I really need it to kill imps. So I'm gonna go for 2 keys at a time, and then take them to the bank, alchem for, I think, like 40,000 gold each or something ridiculous, and we will finally not be penny pinching literally our last 15 GP on this account every single time we do a quest. So while I'm up here, I'm actually gonna be picking up these beads, because you can obviously do the imp catcher quest, which we haven't done yet. And wow, I just got 3 beads in a row. That's pretty sick. I'm going to be doing these for the imp catcher quest, and then also you can turn in an extra set to get an additional amulet of accuracy. And as of right now, I mean, we literally still don't have an amulet. We plan on getting amulets of power, but when I'm killing tons of green dragons to get piety, I really don't want to risk that. So having a crappy little secondary amulet seems like a good idea. To those of you who might be unfamiliar with this grind, since it's kind of an old Ironman meta for making money in the early game, we're going to be farming out ecumenical keys in the Wilderness God Wars dungeon. This requires us to have protection from various God Wars bosses, but what these ecumenical keys are traditionally used for is for skipping KC to get right into the actual God Wars bosses. However, they have a freakishly high alch price for some reason, so you can get them at a rate of 1 in 60 from any NPC in here, and then just alch them to make tons and tons of money. Oh, there it is. There's my first ecumenical key. That is a beautiful 40,000 gold when I get it to a bank. But for now, I think I'm going to get another one. You know, if I get killed, I would be just very surprised. There are so many bots here. It's like the second I log in, if there's someone nearby, they're always killing the imps, and as soon as I log in, they teleport out. Is crazy. I didn't know there was another bot. That might be one right there. Yep, there he goes. Look at that. The second he walks into my map, he's gone. Hey, there we go. Another ecumenical key. That is another 40,000 gold. I'm going to pick that bad boy up, and we're going to head out of here and buy some runes, because doing this with bone crossbow kind of blows. It hurts a little bit to low alch these instead of high alch them, because you lose so much gold, but it's really worth it right now. 41,000 GP for one, alch the second one, 82,000 total. This is more than we have ever had on this account since we have started it, which is just kind of nuts. Wow, what a coincidence. You happen to have the 4 beads that the imp stole from me. Yeah, so there's Imp Catcher completed. I actually think you get a little bit of magic XP from this. Yeah, 875, you know, at the level I'm at, that's nothing to scoff at, because I'm pretty sure, yep, it just got me 32. So I'm going to go ahead and claim 2 more while I'm here, and we're going to go back and get some more EQ keys. I'm, like, actually an idiot. I was just sitting there the whole time, picking up the beads when I could just take my freaking looting bag. Wow, I'm so dumb. Alright, so we've been getting EQ keys for probably a little bit over an hour at this point. I've been getting actually really unlucky. I should have 5 or 6 at this point, and I just picked up my 3rd one. But we took a look at our time played, and we are almost at 2 days. And since we have a lot of melee training coming up, we're going to get to 2 days at some point very soon. At the beginning of the series, I mentioned I didn't really want to do LMS off the rip because it skipped a lot of the early game. But now that we've actually done the early game, it doesn't really bother me as much to go there. So it's been about, I don't know, maybe a total of like 2 hours or something. I'm really hoping I don't just get absolutely ass blasted by these avian seas as I'm running out here. About to make this guy telly if he's a bot. Let's find out. Hey, he's a bot. He tellied. Alright, so I'm going to go alch these 3 keys, and it should be enough money for myself and Shelby to get ourselves Berserker Helms so we can continue our training. We're not going to worry about getting the Dragon Scimitars yet because 60 attack is still quite a ways away with how slow it is at Chaos Druids. But we'll figure that out when we get there. Maybe we'll do LMS. So, according to the wiki, these were supposed to be 60k, but they're actually 78, which is pretty rough. I'm gonna world hop, unless they don't change it in price. They go up by 1.8k. So, I'm gonna world hop and buy 1 for me and 1 for Shelby, and then, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to make some more money, because, yeah, it's a decent chunk up above what I expect. I think I've mentioned this already, but this gives 4 melee strength, or 3 melee strength, I guess, which is gonna be a max hit in most situations, and on top of that, this is another item that we are actually using at Bandos knocked out, which is awesome. I just came to a brutally painful realization that I need 45 defense for this helmet. And there we go, that is 45 defense, so I'm going to go back to training on attack. Honestly, the longer I'm here, the more I'm questioning if this is the right play. We're constantly shifting our mentality between, yes, doing this is definitely going to be more efficient, or no, sending someone to go get thieving and agility to get the thieving outfit and then pickpocket master farmers is more efficient. I don't know, our plans might change. Yeah, if you take a look at the top left, you'll see why this video has probably taken so long to release. Getting 24k XP an hour, and that's with me like making sure that I'm attacking as much as possible, and that's not including bank time. So yeah, this is much slower than Ammonite crabs. I'm gonna probably stay here for a while, and since I'm a bit ahead of Shelby for the melee training, since he's doing other stuff right now, and if it ends up being really bad, we will just make sure he does it differently so he doesn't also have to waste a bunch of time. Another day, another cat. We are about at 2 days playtime now, and like I said, since we've really grinded through the early game, I don't feel as bad about going to LMS to make some money, so I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna have to go there eventually anyway to get rune pouches, so might as well start now. Alright, well, the last guy died to fog in that game, and I won, so 34 points. I'm gonna spend these up and start getting some GP. Got this random medium casket while I was killing some guards to just get some magic XP while I was running around the game. And let's go ahead and see what is in it. It's really bad. That's bad. That's just bad. Here we go. 60 attack. Man, I'm really hoping this training gets faster now because it has been very slow up until this point. But I am awake. I'm refreshed. So let's go ahead and grab that Dragon Scimitar and get those stats to get into the Warriors Guild. I should mention, by the way, Shelby sold all the rune arrows and then bought the Dragon Scimitar and threw it in the group unit stash thing. So I've killed like 4,700 Chaos Druids at this point, but I finally hit 65 strength. I'm going to stay a little bit longer, maybe get to 200 Renars in the bank, and definitely pass the memo to Shelby that this is just not worth doing. For the record, by the way, I've already done like 10 straight hours of Chaos Druids after hitting 60 attack. So yeah, it's very slow. Alright, over 5,000 Chaos Druids killed. I need to tap out. I'm just gonna go do the rest of my 65 attack at Ammonite Crabs. I just need to change the scenery. So hitting the rare drop table from these is incredibly uncommon, and this loop path, I think, means that we have a full crystal key in the bank now, so that's kind of nuts. Alright, there is 65 attack, and with that we have a combined melee total thing of 130, whatever. I have the stats to get into the Warriors Guild, which means it's finally time to get this Dragon Defender. We're going to be taking a bit of a detour to do this easy clue, but after that, let's go. I believe it literally can't be worse than the first easy clue. Okay, I lied. It can be. Gaining access to the Warriors Guild is really nice because even though Guys vs. All is going for Karambwans, I can get these potatoes with cheese that are the equivalent of monkfish, which heals 16, and these cost 9 coins each. On top of that, I can go over here to my best friend Lily with 2 L's instead of, that's just weird. All right. And she actually sells very basic attack, strength, and defense potions that only cost, okay, what the fuck? Okay, the defense potions are really extraordinarily expensive. So I probably won't buy those, but the attack and strength potions are really cheap. Okay, that is 1,000 Warrior Guild tokens. This should last me, hopefully, a decent amount of time here. I'm sure you guys have seen this grind like a million times, but it's important, so let's get started. I just realized I have a Hill Giant task, and Cyclops count as Hill Giants, so I think, like, literally every kill is just gonna keep saying this as your Slayer task is from Kristolia. You can only perform it inside the wilderness. Oh, that's gonna get really annoying. Oh, thank God. Thank God we finally got the first defender. That was nearly 4 times the drop rate for this first one. So let's hope that the other ones are not that bad. Hey, there we go. At least we're not coming out of here completely empty-handed. Iron Defender just before I run out of tokens here, so I'm gonna go get more. Yes, dude. Oh my God. I know this kind of sounds like a broken record, but I've actually killed enough Cyclops at this point to be dry on the Rune Defender, and we're only on Steel. So this has taken a lot longer than expected. Oh yes, that's perfect. It's turning around. There we go. Black Defender actually back-to-back. Perfect. Well, I just walked out to restock and got the Mithril Defender, and it's sitting on the ground, so let me grab that. Alright, so it seems like it's turning around a little bit. I'm only about, like, 200 KC past where I should be right now, which is actually still pretty bad, but at least it's improving. Adamant Defender. Alright, dude. Alright, let's go. I'm getting, you know what? I'm getting happy. The luck seems to be getting better. Yo, yes. Yes, there we go. Rune Defender. Alright. Amazing. That is, like, really good, actually. Wow. Compared to the Addy one. So we get rid of this, and now it's time to go to the Cyclops that are going to be a royal pain in my ass because they are so much stronger. You know what? Even with the bad luck turning around, the only thing I care about here is just getting lucky on the Dragon Defender because these guys are so much harder to kill. That is a hard clue scroll that I can do the first step. So you know what? I might try to do that. Yes. Yes, dude. There it is. Dragon Defender. I had to get a bunch more tokens. So we were a little bit dry on this one as well, but nowhere near as dry as we were on the top. And I don't have 60 defense yet, but I went from 45 to 58 here, which is a lot. So we're pretty close to being able to wear that anyway. This video has taken substantially longer than any of the other ones, so I need to go start editing it right away. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I promise you the next one will be way more of a grind than this one was. It's gonna be pretty nuts. So I'll see you guys then. As always, if you're enjoying, make sure you leave a like. It really does help, and subscribe if you're new. Again, that helps a lot too. Peace out and have a fantastic rest of your day.